She was very unhappy.
He's like, wait a minute, you're my size.
Okay, so what happens is you reached out, you grabbed firmly at like the base of his tail, which is like grabbing a stout sapling. It's about an inch and a half thick, just perfect, like grabbing sort of like the handlebar on a bicycle.
Mm.
You grab it and you pull with all your might, and as you pull towards you, he does in fact impact that lattice work with tremendous force. Since he is flying, he really doesn't have any countermeasures for leverage against your pull. So his forehead and his chin just impact the corner of the lattice work, and he is going to have to make a vigor roll to remain conscious. He does remain conscious. Nevertheless, do you want to remain holding onto him, or do you want to let go after you effect that pulling maneuver?
No, she wants to let go and try to move down, to
That
have
makes
the
sense.
chance to move down
That
while
makes sense because
he's,
anytime you have
knocked out.
both hands on the rail as you descend this ladder, that's just that extra level of security and stability. So what happens is the imp starts to make a semi-controlled spiral down as he is attempting to shake the cobwebs from his head. If it was a cartoon, he would have birds chirping in a circle around his head as he falls down.
Indeed. I will. Could I still try and use the run to move the extra pace downwards?
If you had done that at the beginning of the round, you could have, because that would impose a -2 penalty that would back propagate through all your rolls.
Okay. So it's half movement, so
15
just
feet.
2?
3.
Oh.
3 squares.
Down we go. Huzzah. Okay. Ooh.
Next round. Ha! Gnegmal got a joker. Joker.
Sorry.
So he got a Benny and
fudge.
gets a +2 to everything that he attempts to do. And I need to make a roll here on the outside, just for no reason at all. These are the kids on the outside doing something, and a 2. A 5 is a success.
High schoolers.
They're cheering for you. They're cheering for you, and you can all add a +1 to all of your non-damage rolls this round. So any ability checks, any attack rolls, anything like that, just keep in mind that the kind, beneficent dean is giving you a +1 as the crowd is cheering you on, and they succeeded at a simple persuasion and performance check to bolster your confidence that you're going to get through this somehow alive. Gnegmal, top, I believe. He's going to take full advantage of that. 1, 2, 3, and he can reach all of you. So it's going to be 1, 2, Sophia, 3, 4, Ava. It's a 1. Somehow he feels that by going up high, not only can he attack Sophia, but he can stay just out of range of the barrage of sling stones that keep getting propelled up past him. He will fly up. He will attempt the touch.
Oh boy.
It's called Snatch Essence.
Uh-oh.
If successful, you must make a vigor roll at -2 or suffer a level of fatigue. And we know that bad things happen as your fatigue goes up. Do I even want to look it up? I think unconsciousness occurs. But first he has to make a touch attack.
Oh no.
So let me start the round. Before I do this,
Mhm.
would anyone like to use a Benny to draw a new card? There are jokers in the deck.
Hmm.
You all
don't
wish to
know.
stand pat?
I'm fine with what I've got.
I think I'm also okay.
Gnegmal selects
Thank you.
Sophia as his target.
Hold on tight, friend.
I'm trying.
He attempts a fighting roll. It's only a 3. Let's drop that Joker Benny on that. A 6.
Oh no.
Now, I've got Sophia targeted. Why doesn't it give me the, it's a hit or miss?
Mhm.
Do I have to go to the combat?
Huh.
I think because you didn't actually unshake when it came your turn. You got to spend a Benny to unshake.
Oh. It does still say that you're
Just
shaken.
using a Benny.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what? It doesn't look to me as if he got the free. Oh, wait. He unshook. No, he already unshook. He unshook the round.
The effect is still on him in the combat tracker, so it might be affecting you.
I don't see him
Because
shaking.
it also says that he might be incapacitated.
No.
Yep.
I have him
That's
as.
great.
I have him as not shaken. Oh, and I see what you did. Let's see, what's this little button do? Remove. Because he unshook with a vigor roll.
Yeah.
Now try reroll.
See if it does it now.
Okay, I'm going to use his roll,
Yeah.
but I just want to make sure that's what it is.
There it is.
There it is.
That would have been a hit with a raise. But let's see what that 6 would have done. Sophia, that 6. Clears your parry of 2 with a raise.
Oh,
Sure
so
does.
good.
He touches you and he grabs you, probably grabs you around in the thigh, and the nails pierce your flesh. You feel weakened and dizzied, a bit nauseated, as he tries to steal your essence. You must make a vigor roll at -2 or suffer a level of fatigue. And since he hit with a raise, I say let's make that a -3, but since I gave you all a +1 this round, due to being persuaded that you're doing a wonderful job, we'll call it a straight -2.
Okay. I can Benny that.
Why, sure.
I hope so.
She's got bennies all night long.
My God. We'll try one more. Why not?
Please don't crush the tiny girl. Please. Please.
Now, Dean, I just have a question. Just as a
Well, I don't know.
because as a viewer, I would be asking why the -2 on top of her already negatives from being wounded and fatigued.
Because the snatch essence in the East Texas University Savage World Rulebook rules that his snatch essence ability, he has to make a touch attack, and if it's successful, the victim makes a vigor roll at -2. So
Sounds
that's
good.
that's where that -2,
Dang.
in addition to the other -2 for the fatigue that she's already and the wound that she's sustained,
Poor
makes
Sophia.
makes these rolls just they are progressively harder as
Yes.
you take
Right.
fatigue, as you take
Yeah.
wounds. You can't run as fast, and all of your rolls become harder and harder.
I don't think I'm going to pass this check.
Uh,
So that's a -1.
Sophia coming hurtling.
Okay. Sophia, you succumb to the dizzying nausea, the fatigue, as the imp just basically helps himself to a little bit of your essence, to a little bit of your soul, to a spoonful of your life energy, and you sink into unconsciousness. I would like you to make let's call this. I would like you to make an agility roll at +1.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not good.
Now,
can I try again? Or I'm unconscious. So.
Oh, with the
This was
Benny or
just to
something.
see. This was just to see if you managed to wrap up the crook of your arm around through the portions of the ladder, through the steps, or around the support strut. But you failed, which means you are dangling by the harness that you have connected yourself to that segmented railing via a excuse me, a stout carabiner or carabiner,
Oh, this is scary.
probably right at around your rib cage level. So you have basically you're tipped backwards. So your head is cantered back. Your arms are limp at your sides, almost as if you're in free fall. And the only thing that is keeping you from hurtling to the ground is one carabiner and the webbing of this harness that you purchased. I'm going to mark you as incapacitated. I'm not worried. You're not really bleeding out. That's a that's an unfortunate message.
Yes, it is.
He touched you and incapacitated you. He can still move.
Oh no. He's creeping on us. Oh no.
Avenge me.
Shep, help. Oh boy.
I would like you to make an opposed spirit roll from this imp.
Mm.
This imp is going to make a taunt roll, and I'm going to give
Uh-oh.
him a penalty. But he thinks it's all going his way, and he is going to try to taunt you, and he is going to try to make you vulnerable. So a -2 to your parry until the end of your next turn. And in fact, since
Okay.
he already took an action, I'm going to give him an additional minus.
Okay.
And let's see
So I have
what
to
is.
roll spirit.
Since I'm acting upon you, I have to do it
Oh,
first. I got a
yeah.
2. I'll take a -4. And I'll try that just one more time. I do like to try to use some of these abilities that we let languish. Now, and again, Even with his bonus, that's another 0. So he fails to taunt you. But it is certainly a sight, a frightening visage he has as he's basically right in your grill, laughing and cackling at you. One down, girlie. One to go. Wouldn't you like to go to sleep? And I advance to
Oh gosh.
the incapacitated Sophia.
Because I'm dead.
Dies from blood loss. How gruesome of a description.
That eye wound. God, it was bad.
Mm. All right. So
Ava.
he's back here again.
That
He's
little
trying
tail
to
is whipping
be-
about. It looks like he is going to try to sting you next round.
Yeah. She'll try what she did last time and attack him with by grabbing and yanking.
Okay. I will give you a
this
+1
time
to
I
that.
can use
A +1 random Dean bonus for the effect of the crowd cheering for you.
So that is... Now I could use a little slap attack roll to yank and pull and let go.
Do a little +1 in the little box, the little parchment area.
Will do. I hit him.
Let's see. A 5. A 1. It looks like it took into account your fatigue. And it looks like you indeed met his parry.
+1.
Exactly.
And
fatigue -1, a +2. Why is that +1?
Yeah, I don't know where that +1 is coming from. I really have no idea because I don't have anything on me in particular, or
your edges.
My edges. I don't think so.
Try it without the little.
No.
Let's just try a practice roll without typing anything in the parchment, and let's see if it
I'll
gives
do
you
that.
like a +1.
Oh wait,
Slap
sorry,
damage.
I used the wrong one. Hold on. Oh gosh,
That's very odd.
Okay, I like that one better.
Ava
See,
fighting.
it only did a -1 this time, but for some reason, when I did the +1, it's
very odd.
Because if I do it with the +1, no, wait, now it's just a +1.
It's very
I
odd.
don't understand.
So let's back propagate right below Sophia's 3 bullet holes. the blood spatter.
So
right below there is your roll
subtract 1
of a 5. So that would be a 5, and you would have just missed his parry with the +1. Now you could try again.
Yes. I do want to do that. Let me target this. Oh, I'm already good there. Perfect. Let's see. Ooh. What happened?
I see
I used a Benny. Oh no! The host connection lost again. It exploded like twice. Are you kidding me?
Do you know what the final roll was, or?
Screenshot that. Put it in the chat.
It doesn't show on my own chat either, and the dice disappear.
Darn.
I know. Oh man. Can you give me the Benny again so that I could just re-roll with the Benny again? Because it took my Benny, but it didn't show my roll. I had 2.
That's like you're at the gumball machine as a small child. You put a quarter in, and it takes your quarter, and you don't get the gumball. I put your Benny back.
Oh, I have 3. I only had 2. You could take one of those.
We'll let you keep it just since we're having so
Oh
many.
my gosh.
Thank God.
Oh,
That's even worse.
that's fantastic.
For you.
Ava is gonna come out like with battle scars and just like be so hardened. It's what a day this is. What a night, I guess this is.
Hmm.
Okay. Technically I have one Benny left.
Okay. I would like you to make an agility roll at -2.
Sure. Come on, girl. Alright, so this is gonna be -3 total. Okay.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Let's do it. Oh, that's a -2. Benny over agility. Same.
So
Gosh darn it.
what happens was you went to grab him and you missed. He had himself braced this time. So he pulls you a little bit. So what happens is you turn your shoulder slightly. You're grabbing with your left hand. You impact the right shoulder into the ladder, and your eyeglasses come off, and your
Oh, rip.
eyeglasses fall. Shep, you can make an agility roll at -3. I'd give you a -4, but we'll call it a -3 since I've given you all plus ones. You're going to try to catch this eyewear as it tumbles pell-mell down your way.
That agility, right?
Agility -3.
Oh no.
It bounces off a ship's head.
Ha! And there they go.
Rip.
And they're very light. So I don't know that from like a
That's concrete down there. Rip
30
those
or
glasses.
40 feet up. Yeah, you probably hear a little as they hit the ground.
Yeah, she's not as blind as Sophia, but there's still glasses that she needs.
And I think that's your turn.
Yeah. Oh, is he grappling onto me?
No,
Okay.
no. You grabbed
Um,
onto him, and he braced and pushed away, pulling you towards him. Again, using that lattice work as
Okay.
both to your benefit and to your detriment.
Am I still able to move? Or
Yes,
is it too much?
yes.
Okay.
You can move those 10 feet.
I will. Yes, I'll come down closer. Since she's small, could I somehow just kind of be like on this? Well, maybe not the same square, but I guess technically in the same square. Like, you know how someone can be on a ladder and someone go like between them if they're tiny enough.
If you
Is
wish,
that a possibility?
if you wish to be on the same level with Shep, I will give you that for free. If you wish to pass him, rolls are going to have to be made because you're going to have to
No.
take that carabiner off of that segmented strut and again reattach it beneath his, and you're going to have to navigate each other, which from the Dean would be just incredibly amusing, but fraught with peril.
No, I would much rather go down and just be on the same level with him since she's small, I could do that.
Okay,
And
I'll put you at his level.
as long as he allows it.
Yeah. Your feet are probably occupying the ladder step right above where his feet are, but your heads are at the same level since he's quite a bit taller than you.
Yeah.
Shep, I'm
Shield.
going to move the combat tracker to you next. This is
Okay.
this. I mean, all things considered, This is not bad, having the diminutive Ava nestled up against you in these rather tight, confining quarters. That thought just passes through your mind just ever so briefly.
He's just like, all
Ava, Ava, in my back
right.
pocket there is a knife, a pocket knife. I think you might need that.
Oh boy. I gotta reach into pockets now.
Um,
What if it's the wrong one? You might have to go through all of his pockets.
in the back pocket of my jeans, there's only 2.
Specifically. All right.
Oh, you missed his
All
pocket,
right.
but you went down his waistband.
We're gonna find which pocket it is. There's a knife. Got it. I
Okay,
lost my glasses. I can't see that great. And Sophia
we'll
is
go
not
with
looking
that.
so well up there.
Okay.
Maybe we should call the police or an ambulance. This is
Which
bad.
I've yelled down there. They don't seem to be all that worried about it.
So Shep,
Um,
since Ava's already completed her turn, it would take some sort of
Yeah.
an interaction for you to tell her about the knife. I'll just give
Okay.
you, instead of a multi-penalty -2, a multi-action penalty, I'll just give you a -1, which washes with the +1 I
Okay.
would have given you anyway. So your rolls are straight up at this point, as it does take a little bit of navigation for you to tell her, no, not that pocket. No, not that pocket either. For her to
Yeah.
finally acquire.
You're like, maybe that pocket?
And it's probably good that it's getting
Oh.
dark here, because I could just imagine Ava is beet red with embarrassment.
She's dead. Not really, but
So,
she's
Shep, what would you like to
she's
do?
dead.
I'm going to try the slingshot again after I pass that. After I gave Ava a weapon.
Mhm. You think it'd probably be good for you to get out of range before she starts blindly swinging this knife back and
Oh, yeah.
forth.
Well, this is more for when she's by herself because I figure he's going to have to attack me first.
Human shield.
And I miss. Okay.
No,
Oh man.
and a 4 is your target number. Would you like to burn a Benny?
No, not at this second because I'm about to get attacked, I feel.
Okay. That being at the end of the round, we will go to round. Wow, I must have hit it twice. We jumped from round 8 to round 10, but that's okay. Sophia's up at an ace of hearts. Gnegmal is all the way down with just a 2 of hearts. Sadly.
Good.
Whew.
Okay. Ava or Shep, would you like to burn a Benny to try to get a better card?
I technically don't have any more bennies.
What do you
I've
mean?
just got the one, and I had 2 chances. That was the lowest of the 2 I had.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, Sophia's unconscious.
She's like,
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's say she's dreaming about supporting her friends. She just got knocked out, thinking, "Oh my God, I hope they're okay. I want to help them so hard." Would the power of friendship work here?
I love you so much.
absolutely
The
not.
power of friendship.
It's worth a shot. It's worth a try.
Ava, why do you think you have one more Benny than you should?
Oh, because when I rolled, I only had 2 left.
No,
I
we'll
used
say that I
one.
gave you one out of petty cash, just because of the internet and router issues. And I'm going to give Shep a Benny, and I'm going
Oh,
to give
yay.
Sophia a Benny, just for the role play and just for being hecka fun. And if neither one of you
Thank
wishes
you.
to redraw a card, Sophia, if you would like to burn a Benny, I will give you a vigor roll to regain consciousness. We will say that the that the halting snap of your vest shook you, and you're starting to come around just ever so slightly. So if you would like to burn a Benny.
Maybe Dante is slapping her. Wake up,
Thinking
girl.
about it. I mean, it's -5, but
Mm-hmm. There's always a chance a die could explode.
Yeah, I managed to explode a dice
Let's
to
see.
hurt this little guy.
hey, for success.
A
Is it a
4 is a
success? It's a
success.
4.
That's awful nice. You're woozy,
Yeah.
but you regain consciousness. You are your feet are on the bottom, like on a rung, but your arms are at your side, and you're tilted back and probably listing to the left a fair amount. Probably all the way that you twist until your back touches the lattice work. But the power of friendship came through. Oh, that's
Power
very
of
unfair.
friendship.
It has an effect of dead on you. Like, that's just
Yeah.
that's
I'm
so
dead.
unkind.
We're strong together.
Is that my entire turn?
Let me take these. I don't know. Do I have to apply these hits after?
Oh, yeah. I think if there's an apply button, that would make more sense because then you wouldn't have to do it manually, huh?
Yeah, but we'll remove them. Now, Sophia, I'll allow you to move. The imp's down there. He'd love for you to get closer.
Of course.
I'm going to play dead.
Okay.
I'm just gonna just hang out
You know, not to be a jerk,
for a
but
minute.
not to be a jerk, but you're almost not playing.
Play dead. You just hear like Ava down at the bottom freaking out. And Sophia's up there. She's not moving.
Would you like to retrieve like an item surreptitiously from a vest pocket or a jacket pocket or something? I would allow you to produce something if you wish. Maybe you don't have anything. Huh?
Well, I mean, maybe I'm still not proficient in these things.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. If we get to you later, then you can say, "Oh, I would have pulled that that screwdriver out of my backpack," or
Maybe you picked up some.
that mallet, and that
And you can
that
always hold your
cherry
action.
spike, that cherry wood spike that you would use to kill a vampire. Either way, I'm just sort of planting that thought because I don't want to rob you of the opportunity to get something in your hand.
Well, I do have the stake and a knife on me.
Okay. If you wish to produce one of those, I will allow it.
Let's.
Ava, with the 9 of spades.
Okay, so Shep has directed me to find a knife in his pocket, so I will go and look for that knife in his pocket.
Sure. Shep, is it a switchblade or is it a knife that takes 2 hands to open up?
It's like a Swiss Army knife, or?
Yes, it's like a Swiss Army knife.
Okay. Cool. I will. Oh, she's on the ladder. She's gonna have to like do a little turnaround to face him, and then just like go into the back pockets.
This is so cozy, so cozy.
It may not be able to move.
That's hilarious. No, I can't. I can't really move, but I will.
No, it's a Jep after this.
So
I'm gonna have to.
around
I'm gonna have to look
face
up
him.
the bad eyes hindrance. I think it's like attacks and vision based actions. You do at a minus.
I gave her glasses and she doesn't have the bad eyes hindrance. Sophia does, but
Ah,
I
you
would
got
be happy.
me. Oh,
I
you
would
got
be
me.
happy to take it for the shenanigans.
You got me. If it's not the major, it's the hindrance. Um,
It's not. Though I don't know. Is it always? Do we always have just 3 hindrances?
If you have bad eyes, it's just a -1, unless it's major, then -2.
yeah. I mean, you can
Ah.
if you have a hindrance you want to buy the next time you get an advance, instead of taking an edge, you can buy off a hindrance, or you could buy off 2 minor hindrances.
Well. I have 2 minor hindrances. One is her geeky reference one, but the other one is the small, and she cannot very well get rid of being tiny.
All of a sudden, Ava the Amazon has a point.
Yeah. Ah, unless she starts wearing heels everywhere, which I highly doubt.
Near would have bird.
Okay, you are nestled in face to face,
Yeah.
since you are 1 rung above Shep. Your feet are 1 rung above Shep's feet, but that puts you just, face to face, nose to nose, if you will, as you reach
Oh my
around
god. That's
into
hilarious.
his back pocket. Now, was it his left or your left? And
She's
let's
just gonna take both
see.
hands.
Well, I don't think you really want to take both hands off that ladder.
Well, she's already facing him, so she would technically have to.
Yeah.
I think she would just be up. Now I'm trying to think
Okay.
about it
So what
because if
happens is
she's
you're in this
oh
lattice work
no,
tube. Your
you're
back is up
right.
against it,
I
so
figured you
you
were
can have
Yes.
behind
both
me.
hands free. You don't manage to find the knife in your first foray into the back pockets of one Tiberius Shepherd.
When Anakin
Anakin
Tiberius
Tiberius Shepherd.
Shepherd.
But on your
Jesus
second
Christ.
try, see, you reach in, you don't feel it, then you reach into his
It's
other
like, ugh.
pocket and it's not there. You go back to the original pocket and you must not have went all the way to the bottom, or maybe it's like the loose-fitting denim jeans that had like a
Boy
kind of a
pockets.
crinkle in the pocket. You didn't really a fold maybe. You didn't get all the way to the bottom. So sure enough, you produced that knife from all the way in the
Knife.
bottom of his pocket.
Boy pockets are so much deeper.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yes.
just lucky it wasn't those multi-pocket pants that were popular in the
Yeah,
90s.
painter's pants.
Oh my
with,
gosh.
yeah,
Those like cargo pants.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Jesus Christ.
But
Okay,
Ava, you're the one who's doing the fan art of this one.
so
Oh heck yeah! This is freaking hilarious.
you're very cozy. One of the kids in one outside of one of the cars saying, "Look, they're getting it on."
Oh Lord. Oh no.
You hear a couple of woo woos.
What's happening from the
Woo-woos are
girl
the
that
worst.
apparently had a crush on me last session?
Now, cutie, you don't need her. I'm down here waiting for you. Now,
I'm
Ava,
dead.
I would consider that like almost a free interaction, since I already penalized Shep
Okay.
a -1 to sort of position himself to where you could grab that knife. So what would you like to do?
Uh-huh.
It's going to be hard. If you want to pass him on your way down the ladder, you're going to have to unclip and reclip. And that is not going to be trivial, but very possible. And actually,
No,
the
she
two
doesn't wanna
the
be
two of you
passed
being
over.
smashed together, sort of, in this lattice work, provide you a little bit of extra stability, if that makes sense. Just because you're using each other as sort of like a brace or a support, along with the ladder,
Yeah.
and along with the cribbiners, and along with the lattice work that's behind you. What would you like to do?
Yeah. I will take the knife, so I will now just have it in my possession,
Mhm.
and I will keep it with me. But I will tell him that I want to try and help Sophia because she's just dangling up there with nothing.
Okay.
So I will wait. I will stay here and if possible hold the action to use the knife against the creature if he comes close to us.
Yeah, I don't think Savage
But
Worlds has a held action like that. The closest thing to that would be to go on hold.
yeah.
But You know
To
what?
go on hold.
I will let you go on hold since basically you just had a quick free interaction, and I'll sort of wave my hands at just the awkwardness of you being kind of like simultaneously on the same bit of ladder.
Yeah,
Um,
because she just wants to be prepared in case it comes
yes,
down.
in,
But I don't fully understand the whole rulings on how the holding thing works. So
mhm,
either way, she's not
yeah,
going to move this turn.
yeah. And basically, you can decide to go later in the round, but I don't think you can interrupt another's actions. That is the special venue of drawing a joker, I think. Hold
Yeah.
102. Page 102. A hero may choose to wait and see what happens by going on hold. Allow you to resolve your turn later in the round if you wish. It lasts until it's used. A character is on hold when the new round, if a character is on hold when the new round begins, she is not dealt an action card, but you can go at any point in time in the following round. So I'm going to say, okay, there is a rule for this. It's a wonderful rule book. If a character on hold wants to interrupt an action, including a rival, you and the opponent make opposed athletics rolls. Whoever rolls highest goes first. And you can tie, in which case the actions are simultaneous. So it's a pretty good rule set. I like it. I like it a lot. You're on hold.
Cool.
You advanced
Awesome.
to Shep.
Yes, I did it already.
Shep, you are now without a knife.
I still have my slingshot though.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to do?
We're going to try it again. Now, what's my minus for this?
Hmm, I think it's short range.
Okay.
Short range up to 4.
Okay.
So no penalties for that. And let's see, just take a. I'll just give you a -1 just due to the awkwardness of being
Okay.
pinned up against Ava while you're attempting to stick various sundry limbs out of this lattice work in order to gain a fair shot. A
Okay. I'm going
3
to
I just
use my
remembered,
-1,
man.
a
Benny to
miss.
try to get better.
I forgot he's also in a ninja suit. That's going to be hilarious to draw, guys.
Oh.
That's hilarious to draw.
Mm-hmm. So
A 5.
5 minus 1 is 4.
That's a hit. A target
Awesome.
number with a ranged weapon is a 4. So you did hit the imp. The question is it going to be enough?
Shaken.
You have shaken the imp.
Good job, Shep. Very, very close moral support today.
And I will end my turn.
Gnegmal. Well, you know what? Let's see. Sure, he'll drop a Benny on his shaken status and try to act normally. He got a 5.
I think you
That's a success.
didn't a Benny automatically do it?
Oh, does it? I thought he had to roll. Oh.
No, not for
No.
shaken. If it was trying to do a wound, it would be.
Yeah.
But
So he unshook and he soaked for nothing, but he is not
Mhm.
shaken. So I remove that. And what would he like to do? What would he like to do? This is just too good. Too good. He's going to take a multi-action penalty of -2. He is going to attempt to claw both of you.
So is this a moment in time that I could use my held action to interrupt something? Or no?
Sure. If you would like to make a opposed athletics roll with me, you may try to act before him.
Sure. I'll see if I can interrupt him somehow.
Okay, so you're trying to interrupt, so you roll first.
Athletics, you said, right?
Yes.
Cool. Uh, oh, it's a 3.
Hmm.
Could I?
So I don't have athletics, so I will roll untrained, a d4 minus 2. I already have a minus 2 typed in there, so let's just see where this goes. Well, oh, and he aced as well, but he only got. Oh, wait. Aceable roll minus 2. So it's a 6 minus 2 or a 4. It looks like he beat you, even though he's untrained. He only beat you by 1. Nevertheless, when we resolve his attacks, you will get your action.
Cool.
Yes, he pulled out that. He aced on a d4 just when he needed to. Currently, he is targeting Ava. He rolls his combat roll. A claw strikes at you.
Oh,
Somehow
wow.
he managed. And then, in fact, that would have been with a minus 2 or a 0. So he missed you. Looks like he's more focused
Wow.
on probably hitting your comrade in arms here. He targets.
Dadgum, his breath is rancid. I'm going to hurl.
He targets Shep.
Don't do that on me, please. Please don't do it on me.
3 minus
I'm just
2
setting things
is a
up.
1. Somehow he managed to miss both of you.
Oh my god. Oh, oh, that worked out.
Let's see. I will
Get
give
him, Ava.
you Ava and Shep for free. The last time you looked up to see if Sophia was hot on your trail, hot on your feet,
Mhm.
following you down the ladder. The appropriate verbiage escapes me. You realize that you looking up, it looked like she was suspended by a rope, almost like she had been hung, because she was
Mhm.
slowly twisting, and her head was cantered back in an odd manner. So that's
Yeah.
what you saw 6 or 8 or 12 seconds ago. That she's not falling, but she seems to have succumbed to some sort of evil ritualistic power wielded by the imp, or maybe just the brunt of its physical attacks. And you hear at the end of this round, "Now, you kids, hold still and try not to move." And Ava, you can take your attack if you wish.
Let's see. Little knife attack on this guy.
Do you have a knife on your character sheet? We could put one there real quick.
I did. I pulled one from the existing items, a small knife. Is it the
Nice.
same
Yeah,
as the
that's what I
one
was
that you
using.
have?
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Fudge.
Try poking it, but again, you're having a hard time. You're a little disoriented because you lost your glasses. Just had a hard time
A little fuzzy.
satisfactorily stabbing or slicing this wicked, diminutive devil.
Can't see.
Next
Oh man.
round, we'll take
I think Ava's still showing his own.
Yeah, we'll take you off
Oh.
hold, and let's see if I can draw you a card. Deal.
Oh.
I'm learning this interface. Yes. It was a 5 of diamonds. So Gnegmal got a king. He beats all of you. That's a nice thing. You can go last one round and go first the next round. Unlike like initiative systems in D&D, where you're pretty much locked into the position where you are, unless you do something to act out of turn. Would anyone like to burn a Benny to draw a new card? That is possible.
No.
Nope, I need my soaking Benny.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold this one too.
He likes what he tried before. He thinks now he knows when he comes and tries to claw you. You don't have very far to go to dodge left or dodge right. Gnegmal will again try to rake Shep with an iron claw, and he gets a 1. I have to roll and see if that's a critical failure. So in this case, I will roll a d6 to see if it comes up 1 as well. It does not. It comes up a 4. So while he missed, he did not critically miss. And I will take an additional, or I will reinstitute that -2. I will
Mm.
deselect. Whoops. Let me actually start the round here. And he will. Oh, Shep is already selected. Did I just swung at Shep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will deselect him. I will select Ava. I will swing his razor sharp claws. He
Wow.
manages to miss somehow.
Oh my
It just must be the
goodness.
awkwardness of this lattice work, sort of having to
Oh.
reach in and attempt to slice or pinch or grind his claws into you up to the knuckle. So unfortunately, and he will flutter out just a bit.
Ooh.
And we will go to Sophia next.
Okay, I'm gonna start heading down as far as I can.
Okay. While you are conscious, you are no longer incapacitated, but I am going to penalize you another point of
Yes.
fatigue just to make sure all 3 points register. You would like to take a full move down the ladder?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. And we will take a break at the end of this round. Sophia comes down. Do you say anything to your friends, like I'm coming, or yeah, don't worry about me, I'm fine.
Haven't said anything yet, so
Okay. Shep with a 7 of clubs. What would you like to do? I will remind you that hot fish soup is always an option.
Hence the hurl.
The hurl.
Was Sophia just going to move?
She did.
I moved down the ladder.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that's all you were doing.
Half speed.
Okay.
In a way, she's sort of semi-incapacitated. I'm running it as if she is kind of shaken.
Right.
She can't run. She can't take normal actions. All she can do is move her normal speed. If she wishes to do otherwise, probably make a representative check of some type, depending if it's a mental thing, if it's a physical thing, if it's
Right.
spiritual.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because I just saw it pop over to me and I was like, wait a minute. I hits.
A hit,
Nice.
a fair hit on the imp, whose toughness is only 4.
That's good.
Shaken.
Hey.
Go away. Your breath stinks.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I saw that.
Yeah, he got like a 16.
Those shadows of dice just nonstop.
He is not going to succumb to a mere mortal's thrown stones at him. He does not wish this to end just yet. Shep, you can move if you wish. Your Caribbeaner is below Ava's, so she will not impede you.
Well, we were just told not to move, so I'm
Mhm.
going to stay.
Very good. And we go to Ava. Ava, what would you like to do?
I want to look up and see Is Sophia still in the same position? Because she hasn't heard a word, and she was worried she was going to start heading upwards. But she did hear someone call out.
Make a notice roll.
Let's see. Notice.
Okay. With a success, she is no longer in that odd unconscious position, almost like she's floating on her back in a pool. She is not like that anymore. It looks like she has gained purchase. She is firmly holding the rails of the ladder. It's hard to tell if she's moved
Cool.
or not.
Okay. So I want to call out to her and ask her if she's okay. Then before I move out of the safety corner. If she
Sophia, I
doesn't
will allow you to
respond,
respond with 4 or fewer
yeah.
words if you wish.
If
Sort of
if she
like,
doesn't say
yeah,
anything,
I'm
then Ava will
fine.
head up there.
Thanks.
All good up here.
Ah, a voice.
Okay. So let's see what I can do here.
Like, all right. Cool. Dang, I don't have anything to toss at this.
You hear the crack of a gun.
Oh shit.
Ava and Shep, you hear ordnance. You hear a whistling bullet fly by and strike the imp.
Oh my gosh. Where did that come from?
7 is not a raise. It is merely
The
damage.
same thing that I keep doing.
I mean, Ava
Let's
lost her
see.
glasses, so it's
Yeah.
probably a little
What
too
would be a
fuzzy for her to see anything.
what would be a good rifle for like someone that works at a national park, a park ranger that could occasionally happen upon dangerous beasts, whether they be feral hogs, the occasional but very rare brown bear. I'm
Maybe like
going to,
a hunting rifle of some kind?
yeah, hunting rifle sounds good to me.
That could load like tranquilizers and bullets or something? I don't know. I'm not a gun enthusiast.
Yeah, the only thing that ever comes to my mind every time somebody mentions it is
Well,
22.
you know what? I've been using my bennies against you, so this Benny is going to go in your favor as this park ranger, who is the older brother of one of the boys that's down there, is going to attempt to shoot this thing. He managed to hit it, but not with a raise. Oh my gosh. Okay, a 7 and a 6 is 13 points of damage. That is above his toughness of 4. 8 would be a raise. 12 would be a raise. 2, yeah. It impacts this thing full in his rather rotund belly. He's fluttering, and as it hits him, he's struck back into the leg of this enormous water tower. But his wings are still flapping. It's almost as if he doesn't realize that he's been grievously, fatally injured. And in just a moment, a split second, he looks down and sees black ichor spraying from a hole in his chest that's probably that inch and a half wide. Black ichor sprays, and he reaches down and touches a claw to this injury, and he watches his own life essence oozing out between his fingers. With this, his eyes glaze over as they roll back in his head, and he plummets to the ground, for he has not the advantage of a carabiner attached to a vest or a safe tube to climb within. He plummets to the ground and with a satisfying squelch hits the ground below. And a cheer from the kids out of the fence. and
Oh
and
my god.
no pun intended. Good shot, Benny. You killed it.
Oh, wow.
And in fact, it was a Benny that did it. The imp
Beautiful.
is dead.
I love
Good.
that.
The kids are cheering. We
Okay,
will
let's get moving.
We will take a promised break and reconvene